Knowing how to select in Photoshop is very important to retouch your photos accurately but also to create attractive visuals. In this video, we will explore the essentials of selection techniques and tools in Photoshop. Basic selection tools. These are tools based on geometric shapes. Most of them are in the number of 6 exactly. Let us start with the simplest of them, and what we have already discussed before, use the moving tool. The Move tool allows you to select a layer, object, or element with a single click to move it freely. You can even apply options of manual transformations by checking right here. A tool also unlocks layers just by a single click. The Artboard tool. Select the workspace of your document to expand, or reduce it, or create another workspace. Therefore, I can have many workspaces within a single document. Formerly this feature only existed on Illustrator. Now with Photoshop it is also possible. Very convenient for creating multi-page or long documents, such as catalog, menu, etc. Let us move on to the tools based on geometric shapes. First, we have the Rectangular Marquee tool, which allows you to select by rectangle shapes or squares. Second, it is the Elliptical Marquee tool, just like the rectangle tool, but in the ellipse shape, or oval. Third, Single Row Marquee tool. This tool allows you to select by rectangle, but it supports a whole row. And finally, the last tool based on geometric shapes is the Single Column Marquee tool, similar to the previous tool. However, this tool applies vertical selections per column. These are the basic tools of the selection. For more precise and advanced selections, we have another category, which we call generally the tools of fast and freehand selections. The quick and freehand selection tools are automatic selection tools, with the freedom of tracing. We have first the lasso tool, which allows making selections hands-free, very difficult to handle for those who have the heavy hand with the mouse, but with habit it will. Just surf with the mouse cursor, like this. Another variant of this tool is the polygonal lasso tool. This tool is a lasso that draws direct selections. Very convenient for direct selections or rather on geometric shapes. Just click drag like this, it is very convenient, or we have complex geometric shapes to select. Finally, his last type is the magnetic lasso tool. It is the basic lasso tool, but more precise than the first, because it has its magnetism. One still has the feeling of free drawing. One of the novelties in Photoshop is the object selection tool. It allows you to select an object, element, or other in a defined zone. In other words, you select the area, and it identifies the shape of your object to select it correctly. We will select this model to make it consistent with its background. By simply clicking and dragging on the object selection tool, our selection is automatically made successfully. Now, we will lower the saturation to our model via the Hue and Saturation Adjustment layer. Let us move on to the following tool. The Quick Select tool. It makes a selection by trying to detect the edges of an image, element, or object. It is almost similar to the Object Select tool. By this icon, in the shape of a brush with plus, allows to add to the selection. The least is to delete, while the first is to make a new selection. This is also applicable to keyboard shortcuts. Just click on Alt, and you can see in the toolbar the change between the least and the most. Finally, the last tool is the Magic Wand tool. It allows you to make selections by referring to the color of the object or element to select, in other words, the areas of the same color.